Good evening, everyone, and a warm welcome in our today's session, which is proudly hosted by the Yes You Can Global Foundation under the SheNurtures Fellowship. SheNurture is a flagship fellowship by Yes You Can Global Foundation designed to empower women through learning, connection, and leadership. Every session brings valuable insights that help us nurture ourselves and others with strength and grace. Before we begin, I would like to share a few important instructions. So everyone kindly keep your mics muted throughout the session to avoid any background disruption. If you have any question for the speaker, please type them in the chat box. The attendance form will be shared during the session in the chat. So please stay until the end and keep an eye on the chat. Before we start today's topic, I would like to introduce the platform that makes session like this possible. Yes, You Can Global Foundation, founded in 2018, is a global empowerment movement that's impacting lives across more than 20 countries. Our mission is clear to empower 1 million women, youth, and change makers with the mindset, skill, and tools they need to lead confidently and drive sustainable, purpose driven impact. With program aligned to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal, yes, you can bridge the gap between academic and real world empowerment. And the foundation proudly runs multiple initiatives which are designed to unlock human potential. And at the heart of this moment is an incredible, passionate, and resilient woman, Sanam Hussain, the founder and president of Yes You Can Global Foundation. Sanam is a visionary, social entrepreneur, educator, and certified leadership trainer with over 15 years of cross sector experience. She is the first woman in seven generations of her family to graduate and enter the professional world, truly embodying transformation, courage, and social impact. Through her leadership, Yes You Can have impacted more than 10,000 individuals globally, turning learners into leaders. Now, today's topic, emotional alchemy, is all about understanding and transforming our emotions into sources of strength and growth. This is such an important skill for leaders and change makers like all of you. We are honored to have with us Dr. Nisha Singh, Singh, Head of Department of English and Other Foreign Language at Mahatma Gandhi Kashi Vidyapit, Varanasi. She is also the coordinator of Women Empowerment Cell and has published numerous papers in national and international journals. Dr. Nisha Singh's extensive experience and dedication to women's empowerment make her the perfect guide for today's session. So let's open our hearts and minds to this powerful journey of self discovery and growth. Dr. Nisha Sen, we warmly welcome you and hand over the session to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for handing over the mic to me. Uh, it's really a pleasure to join such a wonderful, empowered group. And thanks to Sanam, who has given the opportunity to share my emotional alchemy, turning your wounds into wisdom topic, which is very well associated with the emotional transformation, emotional balance, how you transcend, sublimate through your emotions. All this is going to be covered in this sharing with my friends. I'm Dr. Nisha Singh, as ma'am has already introduced me. Well, friends, this is my first interaction with you all, and I am enjoying the bliss, the pleasure, which I can see just now. So many of you have joined the group, and this is really a pleasure for me to be with you. Friends, before I start sharing with you the emotions, my friend said that the group is more focused on women empowerment. I only want to share one very strong emotion and feeling of mine, which is very personal, but probably you might agree with me. When we talk about women empowerment, or when we talk about feminism, or when we talk about any issues related to women, I only want to share with my friends, especially female friends, that we are not supposed to talk about empowerment because we are already empowered. It is somewhere or the other our emotional crisis which has empowered the other, you can say the other part of this, structure. What I want to tell you is, I hope everybody is comfortable, or should I be bilingual?
It's better if you continue in English. I think most of the participants are from different countries. Please
Yeah, that's
continue
right.
in
That's
English.
why, because Dr. Shweta ma'am said that try to be slightly bilingual. So that's why I just wanted to, share like
No,
that.
ma'am, no. Yeah, that's okay.
That is so nice. Thank you so much. I will be more comfortable. Now, friends, you see, like when we talk about women empowerment, I personally feel that we need not to talk about women to be empowered, because somewhere or the other part, the men, they are dependent on women, whether it is in the form of a mother or a wife or a daughter. They are dependent on them, and we in the society talk about empowerment, that we are supposed to be I mean get empowered from the male counterpart. That somewhere has to be worked upon, and there where we have to focus the emotional challenges which we have to seed from the very beginning, because somewhere or the other the lacuna is on the side of a women. It's nowhere men responsible for women being empowered, not being in power, so called in quotes. Bernard Shaw, who is supposed to be father of feminist theory, he says that women are already empowered. They don't need to be talked about. They don't should not ask about empowerment, because they are the one who empower men. So asking such kind is somewhere a cross for this concept. Talking about feminism, if we say, feminism is something being misinterpreted, is being talked in a different way by different people, because feminism is never against men. Feminism is always talking about a status of women, a very positive status of women. It's nothing, and revolution and all, and talking about that women are the only responsible to carry forward the culture and all and all. I believe that women are compared to Mother Earth, and son is compared to father. Now it is mother who has this intensity of cultivating, of germinating, and it is the responsibility of mother, uh, a powerful pledge of a mother, that she can create the universe. Now the creator cannot be the sufferer. Creator cannot be the sufferer in the sense of power, because creator is a sufferer in the form that, if suppose Mother Earth, even if we sow seed to cultivate the field, we hurt her somewhere, but in return the universe, the earth, give us everything in return, despite of our continuous disturbing to the in the form of cultivation, in the form of cropping, sowing seeds, and all and all. If we take it like that, I believe that this kind of trauma of anti-feminism or empowerment might have a slightly different concept. Second, I will start my talk with one very good poem by P.B. Shelley. Shelley has written one poem which is very famous, and I believe that many of you must have read that poem. Ode to the West Wind. In this poem, Shelley talks about West Wind, and he tells this is the emotion, how emotions are, interpreted, how they integrate the wisdom. Shelley says, "O wild West Wind, thou breath of autumn being." He talks about West Wind and he says, West Wind, he addresses West Wind as wild. And at the same time, he says that you are breath of autumn season. When West starts blowing, we come to know that now it is autumn season. Now the leaves are going to shed from the trees, and all such, disastrous, disruption is going to take place in the nature. So he says, "O wild west wind, thou breath of autumn being, thou from whose unseen presence," because you cannot see the wind, the presence of the wind is felt through different elements in the nature. Maybe it is in the form of dust, it is in the form of shedding of the leaves, or blooming of the trees. So the presence, the wind is not visible, but the presence of the wind is visible by the movement of different elements in the atmosphere. Now he says that thou, in the next line, he says that you are breath of autumn being, and in the same stanza he says, "Thou art destroyer and preserver. Hear, oh hear." That is, the wind destroys everything as a west wind, but at the same time, the wind, while destroying everything, shedding all the leaves from the trees, is, and the seeds he it dis I mean which falls from the tree, the seeds and all, it destroys everything, but the seeds get scattered during this wind, blowing of the wind. And he says that you destroy first, you scatter all the seeds first, and then preserver of the new generation, preserver of the new plants, preserver of the new trees, preserver of the new atmosphere. That is, first you destroy everything, but during that destruction, it is very difficult to get transformed, get converted in the integrated concept of freedom. Now, when he talks about wind as preserver, he says that when you destroy, you scatter, and after some time, you when the new seeds, when the new plants germinate, he addresses wind as preserver. So this destruction and preservation, these two concepts are very important for emotions. When we say emotions, emotion is always, emotion is nothing. Emotion is only, your energy. Your energy, when it keeps on moving, energy in motion is emotion. Energy is very strong. Energy is magnetic. There is nothing, in this world except energy. Even our physical body is also made of energy. Everything is energy. You see, for example, suppose if you talk about somebody and you talk about one or two important characteristics of that person, okay, while this person is very good and he performs all the functions so nicely, he carries everything so well, you will see that if one person talks about that person up some one positive point, immediately you will see that more than 10 positive points get attracted for that person. Same happens with the negative emotion. If you say, okay, this person is not good, he behaved very, I mean, in a very unfair manner to that boy or the, you will see that immediately in no time, more than 100, negative emotions, negative points, negative characteristics of that person will get attracted towards you. So emotion is energy which you throw in this universe, which you release in this universe, and the same kind get attracted. As a very, famous saying, birds with same feather flock together. The emotion, positive emotions, they flock together, and negative too flock together. I hope everybody is listening and getting what I'm trying to convey.
But there is a little concern. Maybe I don't know you have slides or not, but it's not visible. If you have,
Uh, okay. You want me to show the slides, right?
yes, 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 because
Just a minute.
there are so many
I have
comments
not
there.
yet started with the slide. It was simply an
Okay, okay,
introduction. I have
okay,
not,
okay.
slide is before me.
No,
Um,
I thought maybe you are thinking that slides are visible and we are not able to see. That's okay.
no, no, no,
I
no.
mean, if
I
you,
have not started sharing the slide.
Mhm.
Just a minute. I will invert the camera because I have not joined like this. I will just see how this camera
And
works.
you know
Okay.
what, we would love to see you as well. But particularly we would love to see you as well. If you turn on your
Sure,
camera,
sure, sure.
instantly we feel connected.
Sure, sure, sure. I
Yes, wonderful.
well, thank you so much, and it's so lovely to see so many of you. Whatever I have shared till now, it is my feeling, okay, and what I feel personally, and that I have tried to convey through some examples from literature. When I talk about emotional alchemy, this now I hope you're able to see the slides. It is possible like this only. Is it visible?
Yes, it is. But if you want to share your screen, you can do that as well. If you have no issue.
Actually, it is on the laptop, and
Mhm.
I have converted my camera to laptop.
Okay.
Okay. So now, when I talk about emotional alchemy, so as I told you, as I shared with you, that emotions are always energy in motion. Okay. Now, as the negative and positive, both the emotions, they attract each other very fast. Okay. If we talk negative about any person, you will see that hundred of negative, characteristics get attracted towards that, energy. So when you transcend the energy, you get sublimated, you get out of yourself, and you turn your wounds into wisdom, just like the wind. Wind has destroyed everything, it has wounded everything, but gradually it turned its wounds into wisdom. The seeds which got scattered in the destruction, they took it as their wisdom, and after some time they germinated in a new plant, and which will gradually grow into a new tree. So once the wound is registered, emotions get registered. Emotional alchemy, turn your wounds into wisdom. Now I will come to the topic. Right now I was just introducing you, bringing you to the main emotion, what we are going to discuss further. This is a wonderful art. Everybody is aware of this. How you turn your wounds into wisdom, how you acknowledge your wounds. To turn your wounds into wisdom, you need to acknowledge your wounds first. Actually, emotional alchemy is considered to be a transformation or conversion of emotions into wisdom, into strength, and into positive energy. You see, I will share a very, you can say very deep example with you. All of you must be remembering some or the, other incident, one or two incident in your life, which you remember till date, although it is of no use for you now. Maybe you may not acknowledge that, but